Hi everyone, welcome back to Former Therapy. My name is Cheok PD, and today on the Culture Study, I'm going to be reacting to two music videos from NCT Dream. We have BTTF, aka Back to the Future, that is an assumption that I'm making, as well as Chiller. Back to the Future being the pre-release and Chiller being the title track. I'm making that assumption because this time around, NCT Dream is back with a studio album, which I'm so stoked for. When it comes to K-pop groups and some of the best studio albums out there, it's NCT Dream. In fact, they're the first group that really hooked me on really great studio listening parties. It was their Beatbox album that I just, one, it made me fall in love with doing studio album listening parties in general. And two, it was the album that made me first really realize, oh, NCT Dream actually has something special on their hands. With that in mind, last year was obviously a great year for any NCT Dream fans. They had two spectacular EPs, their Dream Escape EP as well as their Dreamscape EP. Such incredible music. So I'm just excited for a new studio album. With that in mind, let's go ahead and check out our first music video. This is Back to the Future. Are we going for a dystopian aesthetic, or is it just like a classy, minimalistic, futuristic aesthetic? Oh, damn! Not the vibe I was expecting. Okay, this is more in line with what I was expecting.
The future on a go.
Interesting that they have looks like hoverboards, given that it's called Back to the Future. Oh, these are like very distinct references to the movie Back to the Future from the Clock Tower as well. This synth pattern kind of reminds me a little bit of 127's Punch. Woo. Interesting. Oh. They're literally going back into the past of their careers. Reference to chewing gum. I'm going to assume the 25th is probably their debut date. Woo! What is the construction of this song?
Future on a go. Back to the future.
Okay, also promoting a concert.
That hoverboard, how was it in 2016?
So it's like in answering that question, it's almost he's being taken back in time. Oh, interesting. Okay. Well, I need to watch that again because first off, the song is incredibly jarring. I know I made a 127 Punch reference. That was purely because of that electronic synth pattern. I'm going to have to turn up the volume on this one as well. But it's also just the production itself is as kind of weird and all over the place as Punch was. It looks like the music video, very aptly referencing Back to the Future, is them time traveling back into previous moments of their career. I only initially caught the chewing gum one because that's when I realized what they were doing. So that was really cute. Oh, wait, hold on. There's actually a little more to this video. Inspired by Back to the Future. Interesting. Can they legally use this? Throw up the logo? I don't know. But it's very interesting that they even state that it's inspired by Back to the Future. I wonder if for legal reasons they had to. Most of the times when K-pop music videos take any sort of inspiration from any other medium or intellectual property, they never credit it. It's very, very rare that they would credit it. Oh, okay. Let's go ahead and check out this music video one more time before we move on to Chiller. Okay, so this is a press conference. I couldn't tell if they were like on trial or what. You know, it's just, I always think the future, dystopian setting. Why such a soft, gorgeous R&B synth pattern opening and then this? Woo. Wow. The close-up shot on Taemin and then going into the portal was really cool.
맞춤 새 시간 속에 파워 피어난 내 맘대로 죽어나도 않는 force more than an observer 그 답을 우린 알잖아 나를 바꾸지 않을 거라고 Go dream go back to the future 빛나는 순간을 쏟아 I am the future Bring it hot hot 내 이름을 새겨줘 We go turn the top top We go turn it right top top What we dream 나 서 있는 지금이 바로 Moving history 충돌하며 직면하는 사건들을 내 손에 쥐고 한 발 전신 That's a big decision 기억의 collection 난 알지 필요 없어 그 revision 장면들은 날 스쳐 너를 떠올려 시간을 뚫어내 나왔어 짜릿해 내 손에 달린 먼 시간이 저울 안녕 나야 내가 달라진 건지 말해줘 너를 보면 나를 봐 절대 후회하지 마주하게 될 때 hey, 걱정하지 않아도 돼 그 어떤 시간이라도 완전해 oh. Back to the future
What a phenomenal epic riser right there. And then there's this jarring transition into this chorus. Wow.
And it's back to the future on a go Go dream go back to the future
That hoverboard, how was it in 2016?
So that question, if I recall, their debut, weren't they using either Heelys or skateboards? I mean, hoverboards. I don't think they used hoverboards, did they? Okay. If they did, interesting. No, Heelys and Wheelies were actually a different K-pop group way before them. They might have used hoverboards. Or they might have used skateboards. So that might be a direct reference to that. I still only caught the chewing gum reference. There was the room where they wind up and there's like all these different beds. That might also be a different reference to something. It might even be a reference to Dream Escape, or something else. But overall, very cool music video that heavily takes inspiration from Back to the Future, the movie. If you haven't seen it, older classic film starring Michael J. Fox and Christopher Lloyd. It's about someone who goes back into the past and they have to do whatever it takes to get back to the future, which when he's in the future, his present is his future. Interesting here that their future or present is also futuristic here as well. But it looks like a reflection back on their careers, almost, is what this press conference is. I think one thing that really stood out to me was obviously just how jarring this song is. I can already tell that pre-chorus, especially with Haechan, is going to be epic in concert. So anyone who goes to the Dream Show 4, I feel like that's going to be a really epic moment. Yeah, heavily reminds me of 127's Punch. I also feel like I really felt it with this song, even though NCT Dream has always really done this, where might be one of the few K-pop groups, if not the only, but I'm not going to say only just to cover my bases, but one of the few K-pop groups that I feel like they make noise music with their vocals. Like they're just straight up shouting through most of this song. Typically, most noise music is jarring, loud, noisy instrumentals. But here, I feel like the instrumental is actually pretty chill. The electronic synth that's repeating throughout the song, that the pattern that most reminds me of Punch. It's actually not that aggressive. The transitions between the pre-chorus to the actual chorus is just like a jarring switch. But beyond that, what makes this song actually so overwhelming is actually the shouting chorus sections, or I guess all of the song really. I also really appreciate the vision for this music video. Ultimately, with what the lyrics of the song are about and the concept story going on in this music video, it's like this large press conference. Given the fact that it is taking in place in the future, it's almost like a future NCT Dream, an NCT Dream that's been together, I don't know, 2016 already was 10 years, so you can't even say 10 years, but it's been around like 20 years or even longer, and is reflecting back on their careers. And a lot of the lyrics are almost narration of, like, as if they're traveling through time, as they're going through time, seeing younger versions of themselves, but also deciding not to change anything because they know what they've done, they know what they've achieved, and they know that their younger selves are going to be excited for what's ahead. And so looking back on those moments, but without changing anything, without intervening, is very interesting. That's actually the exact opposite plot point of Back to the Future, because the main character, he actually actively intervenes in certain things, and because of that, he threatens his own existence because now things are different and things aren't going to actually play out the way that they initially did or were supposed to. So while there are a lot of references to the movie Back to the Future, whether it's the hoverboard or whether it's the clock tower or even the Winnebago that they're in. Now in the movies, it's the classic. It's called a DeLorean. It's a classic, very 80s retro looking car, but having to like top at a certain speed and all the lightning effects and breaking into the sky, that is also very inspired by the movie. But as much as a lot of the scenes that we see here may be inspired by the movie, that one plot point of the lyrics of the song, I think, are actually the exact opposite of the movie. So very cool concept. Let's go ahead and check out their title track now, Chiller. Wow. What is this? Cityscape. Are we still in the future? It's the hoverboard again.
We don't get to
Oh, that's literally Marty in the dock.
Yeah, we play 'em. Let's go. Hey, y'all ready for this? Hey, y'all ready for this? This is how we do. More 고민하는 데 잊어버린 줄.
Hey!
얼마나 만들어 불러.
What an opening. Wow.
마이클처럼 다 moonwalking, come on dance, dance. 시계 바늘 내 손에 마음대로 휘어버린 wave. Pulling up, say yo what's up. 알지 마치 신처럼. Cause this time 그 어딘 같으면 저원 위를 놀아. 너무 super한 놈이다 말이 많아. 너는 홀린 채 나만 따라올 거야. 느껴봐 멋대로 불러. Make it wild Get it Nowhere 3대 칠러 혼돈의 공간을 가득 찔러 잘 봐봐 I'm destiny Don't panic 반전 같은 것만 찔러 시시한 것들을 몽땅 버려 Get your hands up Don't panic 우린 여행자 자유로운지 너무나 Gonna make you want some Baby music
Oh, a little rocking. Okay.
What's that sound? 너무 super한 놈이라 말이 많아.
Wow, such a fascinating pre-chorus.
Nowhere I'm that chiller. 혼돈의 공간을 가두는 thriller. 잘 봐봐 I'm that stunner. Cool, don't panic. 반전 같은 drama. 시시한 것들은 몽땅 버려. Get your hands up. 우리가 누군지 봐. It's alright. 그저 사랑이면 되는 사람들이야.
Oh, very cool bridge.
We get right. Flipping the beat. 너무 쉬운 거야. Let it all go. Nowhere I'm that chill. 혼돈의 공간을 가두는 thriller. 잘 봐봐 I'm that stunner. Don't panic. 완전 같은 drama.
Oh, damn, Channel.
Get your hands up. Don't panic.
First off, if they are selling that skateboard or the hoverboard as a keychain merch, I need one. And that was excellent. Oh, Chiller was excellent. It's a little similar to BTTF, where I think it's a giant ear attack. It's so loud, it's so overwhelming. But I think there's much more interesting and better pacing in this song that, one, not just makes me love this song a lot more, but also really, really gets me in the groove. This is such a fun, fantastic, groovy song with a lot of style and a lot of I think restraint and control, despite how loud and powerful this song can get. I think there's actually a lot of restraint and control that also makes this song really cool, pun intended. I don't know what was happening in the music video. I actually was more lost with this music video. Go Back to the Future, or Back to the Future, was actually a bit more straightforward. This one, at some point, I was just like, wait a minute, I've been grooving to this song too much. I don't know what's happening. So I'm gonna take a crack at that video one more time to see what the heck is going on. I want to also just kind of pause and like just inspect some scenes. Like, what exactly was the cartoon 3D modeled mid 2000s section? Like, what was that? Was that a video game? Was that a karaoke TV screen? Like, it could be numerous things, but I was a little too baffled by the actual animation section in general, the cut to that, for me to notice any of the other overlays on screen. But the song, I'm trying to go back to all of their title tracks. That was a B-side. It's definitely one of my favorite title tracks from NCT Dream. It's still early to say that this is my favorite, and I think it's actually really hard for me to even say what is my favorite NCT Dream title track. They have so many great title tracks. Like, do I count singles, or do I only count album promotions? I actually really like ISTJ. ISTJ is kind of up there, but we'll have to see. So I'm gonna take a listen to that again, and we're gonna watch that again. I also noticed there's a very pronounced
We don't get to follow the rules.
lack of Haechan in both music
We
videos,
play 'em. Let's go.
or in line distribution, or in
Y'all
sections,
ready for this?
which it's not necessarily a bad thing.
Y'all ready for
It feels more like,
This is how we do.
wow, I have to listen to that opening. I like feel like I talked over the entire thing. Which is not necessarily a bad thing, that Haechan's not as all over this song as I usually expect him to be. I feel like, especially this song in particular, I really felt like there was a lot of Chaemin. Maybe I'm imagining it, but it felt like I noticed Chaemin and Renjun a lot more for both songs, which giving the other members a bit of a spotlight, as well as with the announced Haechan solo on the horizon. Maybe Haechan needs a little bit more time, a little bit more breathing room. So there might be that in question. So regardless, it's not a bad thing. It's just something I noticed. Let me listen to this very strange vibing opening.
Y'all ready for this? This is how we do. 고민하는데 취해버린 줄 끌리는 걸 말해 What did I feel? 지금은 내 편인 건데
Very smooth R&B vocals on top of this groovy, funky beat. That entire handheld section was really, really cool. I think the editing and the camera work is just so fun. For Mark and Chaemin, because their opening part is like this very wacky rap section, you've got like this handheld camera work to kind of shake along with it. And then Renjun, not even vocally, he like sings his line and then just kind of has like this elegant stance. So then the camera slows down and pans him for that. And then the way it like zooms in suddenly on Chunla with his vocals appearing, that was just so much fun. Okay, now what the heck is going on here? This is player, character select. D-Ro, that's this little robot's name. Those are the lyrics at the bottom. So they come out of like their ship, whatever it is.
Make it wild, make it wild. Get it. Nowhere, nowhere, someday chiller. 혼돈의 공간을 가득 채워. 잘 봐봐, I'm destined.
Nowhere, no whence. That is not a word. There's no way no whence is a word. If it is, my mind is blown. Nowhere, no whence, I'm that chiller. Interesting. Maybe it's because of the whole time travel element that we have. Oh, that get your hands up is so fun. See, I think up until this point, I still don't think we've had a Haechan section. Yeah. No Haechan. Everyone has gone up thus far. I think that was literally Haechan doing the ad lib, but still like no main. Yeah, there's no main Haechan section yet.
너무 슈퍼한 놈이라 말이 많아 너는 울린 채로 나만 따라올 거야 Nowhere, nowhere, I'm that chiller 혼돈의 공간을 가두는 thriller
I wonder if this is like a dance beat game. I think that's what it's trying to emulate. Yeah, I feel like Jimin has such a heavy presence on this song.
It's alright, it's alright.
What exactly is this scene?
We get right, we get right.
I was trying to figure this out initially. The robot like scans them and they like disappear into maybe no, like he like made them tiny or small. This is theoretically them traveling through time.
Flipping the beat. Flipping the beat. I'm that chiller. 혼돈의 공간을 가두는 thriller. 잘 봐봐, I'm that stunner. Don't get it. 완전 같은 drama killer. 시선 걷는 몸통 버려. Get your hands up.
I also don't yeah, I feel like it's not just that Haechan has like smaller parts in this song.
I'm that chiller.
There are no small parts, only small artists. I can't take my eyes off of Chemin. Like I feel like they shoot him so well, both in his close-up sections and like that cool out, don't pat. Like this style actually like look at him. It's actually surprisingly so Jimin, like it suits him so well. Like there is like this a little bit of a Michael Jackson influence to some of these moves. I mean, they even literally reference MJ in the beginning of the song. Jisung does, and you know, if you've been watching me for a while, you know that I have been on the Haechan train for a couple years now of just like pushing Haechan in this style because he nails this style. And it's very fun and exciting to see like, oh, Jaemin actually thrives in this style too. I did not know this. Maybe he always did, or maybe he never got the chance to shine. Either way, I think Jaemin is fucking shining here. Like, I feel like how I've always seen Jaemin on a song is like Jaemin either has like the talk rapping fun sections or like he gets like these random punchy profound moments that like really kind of like give the song a lot of impact. And then I usually feel like Mark, Haechan, Chunla and Runjun kind of carry the song, and then like Jeno, Jisung sort of like trade between certain parts. But overall, I've never really seen Jaemin again, I have not like I wouldn't say like I have been an NCT Dream fan forever. So like, take what I'm saying with a grain of salt. This is just my perspective of what I've been seeing. And I also didn't really become a fan of them until the Beatbox album, actually, the Beatbox album. So that era is when I started becoming like a casual fan of them, and then increasingly became like an obsessive fan over years. But in the past, so let's say like 5 years that I have been a fan, or like 3-4 years I have been a fan, I've never really seen Chaemin sort of like take the reins on a song like this. And usually it does always feel like Mark, maybe sometimes Jeno, kind of like really bring like a sauciness to a role. But this one, it felt like it was all Chaemin to me. I felt like everyone was kind of doing their usual thing. I felt like Haechan took a little bit of a step back, but Chaemin was kind of the star for me. And then I would say like after that, maybe Runjun. I felt like Runjun for the past couple comebacks for me, and I heard that like he had been going through some stuff outside of promotions as well in his personal life, and he was also not present at the tour that I went to last year. But it felt like Runjun was kind of taking a step back. And now this comeback really feels, or at least Chiller in particular, feels especially like, oh, Runjun is shining. He's shining again. And I would place him right before Chaemin. Like, I would say like Runjun would be the most striking to me. Like even like the dark, the dark spotlight section, Runjun really stood out to me. That kind of like graceful thing he does when they come out of like, I'm gonna just call it their apartment, whatever it is. When they come out of their apartment, he's singing. Runjun really popped to me this time. I felt like Jeno and Chizong were kind of like the sprinkle on top. I didn't feel like Chizong got a ton of stuff, but like the stuff that he got was very memorable. Like his section in the bridge, like where he's like doing his little prayer hands, or the MJ reference in the beginning, or Jeno in that first chorus. So it felt like everyone was kind of like the sprinkle and the seasonings, but it really felt like Chaemin and Runjun were the meat of this. Oh man, that was fantastic. Woo! Wow. Chiller was so good. I didn't know what to expect. It's called Chiller, and I guess I was expecting something along the lines of I was thinking like glitch mode. Like, I don't know. Like I was thinking something along the lines of like both a concept and a sound like glitch mode. But it's not what we got, and I'm glad. This is such a dope song. I am obsessed with the title track. I am definitely going to check out live performances like a mother, so much. But before that, I am going to be doing a listening party for NCT Dream's Go Back to the Future album. By the time you guys see this video on YouTube, it will already be out on my Patreon. So if you want to check it out, please consider subscribing. Link is in the description down below. I am going to be checking out bonus drops, live stages, and stuff like that for Chiller. So if you want to check out those reactions, you can also see that on Patreon. Of course, you do not have to support the channel monetarily. Remember that. You can always just support the channel for free by simply liking the video down below, or even subscribing if you feel like it. I'll have a button for you in the bottom right-hand corner. You can check out my other videos in the upper right-hand corner. And I'll see you guys in another video. Have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye, guys.